I'm sorry now, what day is it? Is it Monday? Is it Sunday? Is it Saturday? No, it is Friday. What's going on, guys? Look who's here. I am here for an impromptu Smackdown watch-along for a couple of reasons. Two things happened today. Number one, I found out that I do not have to be at work tonight. Great. I also found out that I do have to be at work on Sunday. Big gig got booked. There's no way I cannot be there for it. So I had to cancel our currently scheduled Bad Blood 2003 watch-along for Sunday. I had to cancel that. And I felt so bad about that I wanted to make it up to you guys. And the best way I could think to do that, at least immediately, was to be here tonight since I'm home and we will watch SmackDown, my first full viewing of SmackDown on the USA Network. I'm stoked for this. It should be probably a decent show tonight, I would think, as we march along to Bad Blood. And we'll see. Apparently, they got a big Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, video package with their Georgia connection. Something going on. They were down there filming some shit in Georgia, and I think that's going to be on the show tonight in the form of a video package. Don't know if either guy will be there in person. Cody probably will. Roman probably will not. And we'll see how the show goes tonight. So kind of a surprise Friday stream. I'm very, very sorry about having to cancel Sunday's watch-along. We'll figure out a way to make up for that as well. But we're here tonight to watch SmackDown. We're going to be here tomorrow for a big Winged Eagle podcast. I already have a shit ton of notes for tomorrow. Lucha Brothers stuff, Miro stuff, TV rights deals, lots of news, Janelle Grant crap. There's a ton to get into tomorrow, so we'll be here for a big wingy tomorrow afternoon. Unfortunately, Sunday will be off, but we'll be back up here Monday night for another watch-along for Monday Night Raw. So that's going to be kind of the schedule for this weekend, and unfortunately, the following Sunday, I also have a huge booking, off-site booking, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to not be here Sunday night either. So the next two Sunday nights, no watch-along. It deeply pains me to say that, but unfortunately, that's the reality. I will figure out ways to make that up to you guys with other videos instead, like this one. So thank you for being here tonight. Guys, if you saw my post today, just a couple of hours ago, that's when I decided, less than 3 hours ago, I decided that we would go live tonight. So nobody knows I'm going to be here. I didn't tell you guys about it earlier on in the week. I have not let anybody know. So if you're here watching, right on. Thanks for always paying attention and keeping yourself subscribed. And first and foremost, before SmackDown gets going, everybody show some love to my very, very good friend, Amato, A-Dog Gons there in the chat. For on-demand purposes, I'm not going to reread what you wrote earlier, but we all did see it. We love you. Amato, please be well. I'm glad you're okay, man. And that's the first order of business today. Send Amato, send A-Dog Gons some big love here in the YouTube chat. As Choose That Now Forever has just began on my TV and SmackDown on USA. This is so awesome because I hated SmackDown on Fox. I couldn't watch it live. If this was on Fox right now, we couldn't do this watch along because I'd have to wait until 8 p.m. local, or 7 p.m., local time to watch SmackDown. And in a couple of months, this show is going to be a 3-hour show, and we're going to talk a lot about that tomorrow. So keep that in mind. All right, nice little recap package we're getting here of last week's cage match and whatnot. I'm still getting my ducks in a row. Can y'all hear me and shit, right? All right, we're up here. It's my first look at myself. Okay, we good. It's good to see you guys, man. I'm going to do some shout-outs here in just a second. I'm just getting situated here, I'm not used to Friday night streams, y'all. They're weird. But I appreciate you guys being here. The watch-alongs are fun. I mean, we don't do the numbers we used to do on this channel for the watch-alongs. We used to be nuts up in here back in the day, but they're fun. Gives me a chance to hang out with you guys, discuss stuff, watch the show. But tomorrow's going to be all podcast, man. We got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of work to do tonight. Putting my notes together. There's so much news. I got to do so much reading. I'm not sure how I feel about the OTC name. I don't know. It's just not... I love Roman. The OTC sounds weird. Whose voice is that? Is that Aldous' voice? Yeah. Everybody I owe shout-outs to and whatnot, I will be hitting you guys up here in just a second. I just want to see this intro package here, see what we're going to how we're going to open up SmackDown tonight. We do have the U.S. title match, right? LA Knight and Santos. And then we got that crazy match with Tiffany and Nia, Naomi and Bailey that I thought was going to be a tag. I think it's a tornado now. And there's a couple of weird steps in that too. So that's what we're looking at. Oh, yeah, Denny. Denny down bad. I've got the Lucha Bros news already in my notes, all ready to rock tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about. I found it incredible that, you know, as part of their deal, it was revealed that, you know, merchandise is going to be a big part of that. And I'm like, yeah, well, how did AEW, what a huge oversight. You know, how in the world did they not market some Lucha masks for those guys? They'd be printing money. It's the easiest money they can make. And for some reason, they didn't. But WWE, they know better. They got their finger on the pulse with that stuff. They're going to turn these guys into toys and Funkos and all that shit. I would have probably made the jump too, to be honest, if I was in their shoes. Oh, so they're both there together. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Cody and Roman at the 50-yard line at Georgia Tech. I mean, I'm assuming Georgia has a state college too. You got Georgia, University of Georgia, right? You got Georgia Tech. I'm assuming you have Georgia State, but you never hear anything about Georgia State. Do they suck or something? Tama. It ain't gay if it's TSA. Isn't that the shirt? You guys ever seen that shirt? It ain't gay if it's TSA. Oh. Okay, Jacob Fatu is now physically assaulting the security staff. Do all the wrestlers go through a fucking metal detector and get patted down before they enter the building? This SmackDown song is just a little weird. Needs more energy. All right, good. We're going to get Santos and LA Knight right off the bees at. That's good. What a pop. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's almost as loud as it would have been if I would have came out there. I do like that they kind of kicked up. Add a little spice to his music. I'm drinking a fountain drink from Rubio's because I have a whole bunch of beer, but none of it's in the fridge. So I was like, well, no beer for me tonight unless I want to drink a warm beer. I did put one in an ice bath over here. We'll see if it gets cold, but probably not. I think it's going to be the old soda today. 14,000. Where are they? Sacramento. Oh, they're in Sacramento. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think they might be heading down this way. I feel like it was kind of an abrupt end to the series of matches that Santos and what's his face had? Carmelo? I don't know if is Pentagon's real life son of Pentagon. Well, I know him and Phoenix are brothers. I know they're shoot brothers. I don't know much about the rest of the family though. Oh, yeah, Andrade, not Santos. Thank you. It was Andrade and Carmelo, and their matches were good, but that final one they did last week, I thought they were gonna they were setting up for like a best of 7 or something, and then Andrade just put him down, and now he's getting the U.S. title shot. So I don't know. I mean, for the past 5 years, it's been really hard for me to really fully follow SmackDown because I never really bothered with it on Fox. I just watched YouTube clips and highlights and things like that, and for podcast purposes. Michael Cuomo, Georgia U is mid. You mean University of Georgia, the Bulldogs? They're mid? Aren't they in the contention every year? How are they mid? I know Alabama's had a foothold in, championships for so long, but Georgia doesn't suck. I'm not a Georgia fan. I don't give a shit about Georgia one way or the other, but the Georgia Bulldogs seem like, in recent history, they have always been solid. So if being ranked in the top 5 every single year is considered mid, you got a weird definition of what mid is. Oh, went for the BFT. Missed it. What do y'all think about the, how do you feel about the SmackDown logo, the new SmackDown logo? Kind of looks like it says Smack Sound. So I don't know. And here's our first commercial break of the evening. Jose Lopez, no, I did not get any popcorn to go with that soda, but I did have a couple of delicious tacos today. There ain't no better city in America to live in to have a taco than right here where I am in San Diego. I had a Mexican corn or Mexican street corn shrimp taco and a fish taco and some chips and some salsa verde. Delicious. Yeah, Georgia just won the national championship last year. He's calling him mid. Michael Cuomo, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with our members in here? It's okay. Michael can do no wrong. Georgia is mid. That LeBron, he sucks. I love when somebody tells me LeBron sucks. I'm like, oh, really? Because the stats tell me differently. Tom Brady sucks. Only won 6 rings. Psh, shit, I could do that. Yeah, it was weird having Amato Falls, Antonio. I bet you do. Texas, I'm sure Texas is loaded with good Mexican food too. Y'all are a border state just like I am. So I'm sure San Antonio's got some damn good Mexican food. Very authentic. Just like El Paso and, places like that. San Diego, though, man, we're tough to beat. But I definitely will show Texas some love. I would hope. They got thousands of miles of or hundreds of miles of border there. So I'm sure they know their way around a taco as well. Brady won 7. That's right. Yeah. I mean, believe it or not, when I lived in North Carolina, we had some decent Mexican restaurants there. Nothing like here, but when I look back now, I'm like, we had some okay ones. Yeah, LeBron only won 4 rings. Hasn't even filled up a full hand yet. Don't be talking to me unless you've got a full hand, a full mitt full of bling. I'm just talking shit. That's so funny. Luckily, I don't have too much of a college football dog. I don't really give a shit. I had a lot of family went to Michigan State, so I tend to root for them a lot. But they're always, they had some decent years in basketball. Won a championship in 2000. Tom Izzo's been, a staple there, and the Spartan football team's had some decent years in the last 15 years or so. But other than that, And East Carolina, ECU, East Carolina Pirates. I'll always, in my heart, I'll root for them. But otherwise, I really don't give a shit who wins the college championship in any sport, any year. Don't care about March Madness. Don't care about college football playoff. Whoever wins, wins. I'm fine with it. They're plugging the hell out of this Saturday night's main event. I'm going to take that night off, and we're going to watch that. Saturday, December 14th. Nice high cross. By the way, I just want to say hello to Michael, Always Radio, Nick Musser, Amato, Garrett, Osborne. Oh, you're recording the show, but still hanging out and interacting. That's awesome. I'll try not to spoil too much for you. We got Gilbert, Mark Simpson. We got my boy, Ronnie. If you check your box, William Cullen, Banks AR14. Yikes. Jack Simmons. What's up? JJ Legs. So I've missed many. Sorry I've missed so many streams. Life got crazy. Been there. Don't ever apologize for that. I think everyone in this chat can relate to what a crazy life is like. All good, my friend. David Brown, always happy to see you. Angie in the house. What's up? Stephen Harris is here. Damn, we got Barry MK. Nice. MJ Parker is here. So's the Juliet, Ryan Adams, Jonelle, Jose Lopez. We got Big J, Isaac, William, Denny Downbad, Zane G. Did I get you? Jeremy Finchen, Beast Mode engaged. Janine Pazone, T85. Zach Powgett, love the Smackdown watch-alongs. Hope you are well. Hey, anytime I'm off on a Friday night, we'll do this. Might as well, Jonathan, good to see you too. Anybody else I might have missed? Oh, there's a lot of you I might have missed. Ronald Davis. I think I got most of y'all. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. If you're just tuning in, it is an Andrade challenging LA Knight for the U.S. title to open up SmackDown here tonight. Andrade worked hard for this one. He had to have like 17 matches with Carmelo Hayes to get this. Wow. That was a Jim Neidhart over the top rope shoulder tackle. Usually Brett would slingshot him in on that. Is Rob here? Yeah, Rob's here. Just making sure. Didn't know if I put Rob in. Just feel like slightly new, kind of camera shots here. Kind of filming from up underneath, sort of. Just slight differences. Some of them are subtle, but even the subtle ones are noticeable, Are we going to do that now? Is there going to be a WWE, a podium with WWE's logo splattered all over it to hold the belts now for title matches? Is that a necessary addition or detail? Wow. Jesus. Andrade top rope moonsault, but backwards out of the ring over top of the ring post. Second commercial break. Ahmed, good to see you, my friend. Rodrigo, I'm doing great, man. We got a Depends commercial on one side and Andrade looking at the U.S. Championship on the other. That's nice. Garrett, I have a feeling WWE is not going to phone in this Saturday night's main event. I hated the one they did. Like, they did 2 or 3, right? Like 15 years ago, 2007, 2008. Do I have the years right on that? And they were fucking awful. Like, there's no important matches on there. It was just like kind of a glorified, like, little mini pay-per-view with a bunch of nonsense happening on it to, give audience members who don't normally watch WWE a look at the product. That's the way I always felt it was. Vince McMahon taking advantage of being on network primetime TV. This is what we do. We're going to have Stone Cold come out and stun every one of us, including Linda. And I was just, just none of that felt important at all. Now, granted, back in the day, the Saturday night's main events really had nothing important on them either. I mean, there was just that one big one that was the main event when Andre beat Hogan. That wasn't the 11:30 time slot. That was like 8 p.m. or something like that. That was prime time, when everybody's watching TV. That's why the number was so high. The only other title change that we ever saw in all of those years of Saturday night's main event, I believe, was Demolition and the Brainbusters. And that's it. So even back in the day, nothing ever really happened on the Saturday night's main events, but you got matches you didn't normally see, and they would hype them up on the weekend shows. And I had so many fond memories. So even though looking back, nothing ever happened, they felt big at the time. So I think WWE, I think they're going to go all out. I think they're going to use the song. They're going to use Animotion, although they had a great version of their own, too. Their own Jim Johnson version or whatever was great once they stopped using Animotion. But if they use that original song, which it looks like they're gonna, and they bring back those pre-match promos, that's going to be so good. And I mean, I would book a mega match, man. I'd book Cody and Roman on Saturday night's main event. Yes, absolutely. It's NBC. I feel like they're going to make it a show that's not just like fluff. It's going to have stuff happening. There's going to be a match with stakes or a title match or something like that. And I don't know if it's just an hour long or if it's 2 hours. I'm hoping it's 2 because one's going to be short. So it just depends. And it also, it depends on how long it is. I would guess it's going to be 2 hours, but Saturday night's main event back in the day were an hour and a half and about an hour, after commercials. But they would run from, I believe, 11:30 to 1 a.m. is what Saturday night's main event used to run. There was nothing better as a kid, because a lot of times, you didn't know. When I was a kid, I didn't always know that it was coming on. I would always check the TV guide because it would come out like a month in advance, and I'd always look for Saturday night's main event. But a couple times I got caught off guard. I would keep on the Saturday night, and then whenever the news or whatever went off, and it's supposed to be Saturday Night Live, you'd get that announcement. Saturday Night Live will not be seen tonight. So the WWE can bring you Saturday night's main event. Like when you heard that as a kid, it was like fucking Christmas morning. So I'm glad that they're kind of bringing it back, and we're going to do a watch along that night. I do have a family dinner that weekend, but I'm pretty sure that's the next night on the 15th. Hopefully it's not the 14th. If it is, we're going to miss that one too. But I think it's the 15th. So we should be able to be here. Ooh, Andrade hard in the corner. Okay, Michael, help me out with this. Trying to think of wrestlers who made their WWE debut by defending the WWE title. Slaughter, Flair, and Diesel. Sounds about right to me. Diesel technically was at WrestleMania 10, but he didn't defend the title, or he didn't wrestle. So he technically does count. I don't know, man. I'd have to think. Yes, WrestleMania debut. Shit. Yeah, I think those might be the only 3 off the top of my head. I mean, you can add one more to the list. Oh, no, you can't. I was about to say Hogan, but no. Hogan did not defend at WrestleMania 1. No, Kurt Angle, definitely not. I think Kurt Angle's first WrestleMania was probably WrestleMania 16. That was that 3-way job with the Chris's. With Chris squared. Or double Chris. Whatever you want to call it. All right, Andrade going now. He's going to go for... He's 2 moonsaults, 1 in the ring, 1 out of the ring. At least he's well-rounded. Oh my gosh, that is just crazy. You think Andrade and Charlotte just practice their moonsaults together? It's hard to believe Andrade was even in AEW for all that time. How long was he there? 2 years? 3 years? It's crazy. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I think I need to go back and take a look and watch that old Andrade and Gargano match. That crazy takeover match they had. I remember really enjoying that one. Mm. Oh my God, get him up, LA. Ugh, muscled him up. I mean, Andrade's no small boy either, you know, so. Yeah. I can't do the yeah. Yeah. That is a deceptively difficult thing to do, is to jump straight up from the second rope to the top without clipping your heels and falling and look like an idiot. Oh, roll up. I feel like BFT's coming. Oh! Oh! What? That reverse elbow by Andrade was sick. I almost got him, too. Oh, you sent me a super chat, Barry? Zane, my bad. I'll get to it. Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, thanks. Good luck on your side hustle. Hell yeah. Thank you for that, Zane. Oh, oh no! Go down. Don't, just go down at this point. Don't even try to execute it. Oh, and he missed. I haven't really seen him botch that yet. That running. Oh, BFT. That's gonna be it. Ah, not the way they probably wanted it to go. I mean, he went up for that running deal, and he slipped, and then he went up again, and he slipped again. And crowd started giving him shit. Andrade just pushed him off. They did the right thing by not insisting on doing the spot. But then they still... Andrade came flying off with a missile dropkick, missed. BFT for the win, and LA Knight is bleeding from the right eye. Oh. I mean, despite that botch at the end, it was a good match. I don't know where he got caught with the we're gonna get a handshake. That's cool. Oh. I literally think LA Knight's saying, like, kind of apologizing to him. He pointed to the corner. He was like, over there? When I botched that just then? My bad. I feel like he might have just got caught with a fingernail or something when he was running up there. Yeah, really weird handshake. I don't know what was going on there. Unless LA Knight wasn't apologizing to him, unless LA Knight was blaming him for fucking it up, like he wasn't standing right or something. You didn't give me enough room to run up there. I don't think that was what it was. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part of that. You go, girl. Toodles. So it's a tornado tag now. Last week I was confused. I didn't hear the part about if we win, you leave SmackDown or whatever. Whichever one of you loses, leave SmackDown. I just heard whichever one of you beats me gets a title shot. And I'm like, wait. Are you giving away the ending? I love that in order to talk about their tag team match, they have to meet in the middle of a football field to square this away. Basically, Kyrie himself. Yeah, pretty much. Kyrie had that nasty deal there when she dove off and landed on the announce table on Raw. And I like that it's on Long Island, too, because I'm pretty sure a bunch of Saturday Night's main events took place at Nassau. There's Ariba McIntyre. Zane's got 10 for us. Appreciate that. With the team of Penta and Phoenix joining WWE, would it be the same for the translator manager that they had running around with them in AEW? Is a completely separate thing. I thought you meant like behind the scenes. I don't think, what's that, Abrahantes? I think it's just Penta and Phoenix. I don't think he's coming in with them. I think it's them. So yeah, I believe it's just Penta and Phoenix. I don't think that they would need him in, heading to WWE. I think they'll be marketable without that. But you never know. They might want to have him come along. But I haven't, I'm saving all this for tomorrow, so I'll make sure I have this info before we do the podcast. But I wasn't aware of, what's his face? What's his name? Is it Jose the assistant or is it Alex Abrahantes? I forgot who's who. But I'm pretty sure he's still in AEW. Hey, Rodrigo, yeah, he's still in AEW, probably. So. Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back, which means the never-ending pasta you crave is back. Enjoying them with homemade sauces and topping them off again and again, that's back too. Going back for seconds, even thirds, back and back. Seems like every time we watch wrestling together, I have to hear about how much pasta you're allowed to eat at Olive Garden, because apparently it never ends. But that's something where you can't lose your shirt on. I saw that Red Lobster's like going out of business because they had endless shrimp for so long and people were just gorging themselves. But endless pasta, how much fucking pasta can you eat? You get filled up quickly on pasta and cream sauce. So you're probably pretty safe allowing people to eat as many fucking noodles with sauce as they want because they'll fill up quickly and that shit's not expensive. Not until you start adding chicken and proteins to it. But a giant bowl of penne and like marinara, it's about 38 cents of product there that you're selling for $18.99 or whatever. Look at Joshua Jackson with gray hair now. I used to see him all the time back in the day when he was filming Dawson's Creek.
It's the capital city of Sacramento, called the City of Trees, the capital of the state of California. We're at the Golden One Center tonight.
I've never been to my state's capital. Oh, there's Andrade. Hey, man, he botched. Oh, yeah? How you know? Oh, there's Carmelo.
What was that?
What was that, man?
I haven't seen a choke like that since the Kings did against the Lakers. Couldn't have been me.
I haven't seen a choke like that since the Kings against the Lakers. Oh, my God. That rivalry's long dead now, I think. Oh, they're going to fight backstage. Do we want to get some security on these guys, or, security? Security! Security! Remember Bon Kwee? Any Bon Kwee fans in the chat? Security! All right, so that's good, because that shows us that the Carmelo and Andrade thing is not over. And we'll get another match, maybe. This is so funny. I can't wait to see them on this football field. Okay, let's see what they say to each other. Are they gonna, like, sit down and, like, have sandwiches? Like, I'd sit right down, have a sandwich, beverages. You know, sit just right on the ground. Crisscross applesauce. Just discuss your issues with each other. Hash it all out. Right there in Georgia. I think Georgia is gonna be blue again. The Roman and Cody come in separate SUVs. This is Roman's entourage of cars, or fleet of cars, as he waits for Cody. All right, I think I can drink this. I'm gonna try to drink this. I had no cold beverages, like cold brewskis or anything in my fridge, so I put one in a little water bath, little ice bath. I think I can crack it open. It's a Stella Artois. Oh, so Cody's driving, like, what, a Mustang or something, or a Tesla or some shit. All right. Cody's got his white car. Roman's got the black cars. To play the piano, you need the black keys and you need the white keys. It's all about togetherness. Cody brings the belt. Hey, remember this? If I was Roman, I'd be like, yeah, I jizzed on it before I gave it to you. You let your mom hold it.
See the ground you stand on?
No, I don't see the ground I stand on. I can't see it. It's invisible. Yes, I see it, Roman.
Put your eyes on it.
I'm like, Roman, don't talk to me like that.
Years ago.
Don't ask me stupid questions like you see the ground you're standing on. I'm the champ, bitch. You better see the ground you're standing on, asshole. That's what I'd say. This is my field. It's fucking college. It's amateur punk stuff. Amateur punk stuff? You don't get paid for that, do you? No, it's amateur punk stuff.
What have you done for my city?
What have you done for my city?
7 cars. 7. Your stadium. You know what's on the other side of the stadium? Out of there. What's up? Techwood Studios. Down the street. Center stage. Just that away. What we used to call the Omni.
Yeah, the Omni.
State Farm Arena.
Big matches in there.
Multiple generations of my family have bled for this city. And
Yeah, Roman, I'm sorry. Cody's got you beat in Georgia history there, man, with his dad.
And then you went back to the beach. This is your field. But this is my home.
Yeah. Cody lives here, not you.
That's very good.
At least Roman agrees.
This is your home. Who would just get to the chase?
It's Jake Roberts' home, too. Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Why don't we get down to the facts here?
Facts.
You signed yourself into a lose-lose situation. You have everything to lose. And you're dealing with a whole situation with people who have nothing.
Y'all couldn't text each other and talk about this? This has to be done at Georgia Tech.
That's what Jimmy feels.
Yo,
They took my wise men.
best wishes out to Jimmy Uso, whatever is going on with him.
They took my bloodline. They took my little father. I don't have anything to lose.
All right.
For the first time in a long time, there's no weight on my neck.
Yeah, this is like a Roman with nothing to lose. This is like Diesel in 95, you know, when he lost the title. He's like, fuck it, man. I got no pressure now.
You telling me this like I'm supposed to be surprised. I told you before WrestleMania, the first go round, that you would be standing here just like you're standing here now, a chief without a tribe.
A chief with no tribe. That's sad.
They took your wise men.
Justin, we're not totally sure what's going on with Jimmy. Rikishi had a cryptic tweet the other day, led fans to believe something might be wrong. But I think if it was anything too serious, then we would know. Hopefully it's just something minor, and hopefully Rikishi was being overdramatic. Maybe a setback in his injury or something, or I don't know. But whatever's going on, I just hope everything's all right there.
They got a tribal chief. It's not you. We have a WWE champion. It's not you. So if you can't even beat your own bloodline, who's standing here right now? I'll tell you. It's not biggest box office attraction in the history of WWE.
I mean, Cody and Roman are going to have to face again. That's a fact.
Main eventer now.
I just don't see them going 3 in a row at WrestleMania. So, Saturday night's main event. I'm telling you, I like the idea.
What do you want? Just tell me the truth. What do I want? I want your word. I want your word
Or they could run it. They could do it Crown Jewel.
so that I can have yours. I give you my word.
Okay. Exchanging words? I mean, giving each other their word, I mean.
But just understand this. When it's all done, I'm taking back. It's mine.
Then that actually might be Crown Jewel. You're in my way. You're on a football field, Roman Reigns. Neither of you are in each other's way. You're in my way in life. All right, so this is a different way to tell a story. I didn't hate it. It's very, very produced. A lot of music. A lot of cuts. That is cool how they got the overhead shot of Roman walking away from Cody, but you don't see any cameramen near them. And they clearly were there because they had close-ups on these guys' faces. That's kind of cool.
Excuse me, KO. We know that you have an extensive history with both Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. After the face-off you just witnessed, any thoughts?
Owens doesn't seem to like what he just saw from Roman and Cody there. We'll talk about Kevin Owens tomorrow as well and his contract situation with WWE. Lots of stuff happening on the podcast tomorrow. This watch along tonight is just a commercial for tomorrow's podcast. Yeah, no, I don't see Cody losing the belt really before WrestleMania either, unless he were to trade it real quick. But I think you got to get that Roman and Cody rematch one more done. And if you do Cody and Roman and, maybe the bloodline or specifically maybe like a Jacob Fatu is instrumental in Roman not winning the title back, that could be your WrestleMania match or, again, Crown Jewel match. It just depends on how they have the timeline and what their plans are. And at some point, you feel like you're going to have to get a Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton feud as well. And I think Cody and Randy would be great for the Rumble. That would be a great title defense for Cody. If you don't have time for an actual program or 4-month feud between those two guys, but you got time to do a couple matches, then I would do Rumble. Rumble and then maybe a rematch or something. I don't know if you can really do a one-off with those guys considering their history. But if you want to fit it all in, So if Roman is saying, hey, after Bad Blood, all bets are off, I'm coming back after my championship, feels like he's kind of standing in the way maybe of Randy Orton right now. So maybe it's Cody and Roman at Saudi, at Crown Jewel, or Cody and Roman on Saturday Night's Main Event. And you do, the screw job on Roman somehow. I don't know. Oh, that's true. KO, Owens seeing Cody teaming up with Roman, and then if Sami Zayn joins as well, he might really lose his mind. Now you guys are joining the Bloodline after everything they did to me? You're right, yeah, DJG. Owens might have just turned heel right there in his head. He might be like, all right, that's enough. And like I said, we'll talk a lot about it tomorrow, but my just basic opinion on Owens, he's not leaving WWE. I feel like, if I was him in his situation, for where he is in his career, I think staying there is probably the best for him, even though I think it's criminal. He hasn't been world champion in 8 years. But his ambitions are his ambitions or aspirations, so whatever he wants to do. We love KO regardless of what the initials are on the turnbuckle pad or the ring he's wrestling in. We don't care. We're fans of him either way, but I feel like I, as a fan, anyway, would like to see him stay.
When you're blind, walking for me is probably the most important thing I do. But the more I walk, the more my feet hurt.
Yeah, what's social media saying right now? Was it cinematic? It was so cinematic. That was such a cinematic segment.
I'm able to just walk with confidence. Feels great to be out in nature and walk again. Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
There's really no reason to talk about Ricky Starks until we get some news on Ricky Starks. So once we get some news that he's leaving or his contract is up or he's on the move or something, then hell yeah, we'll talk a lot about Ricky Starks. Unless he quietly wraps up business, contract expires, quietly signs with WWE and debuts without anybody knowing it, I would love that too. Well, Tony Khan is going to make a play for Owens if he becomes available. So WWE, I think, is going to work hard to get Owens to sign prior to his deal coming up. And they also have to know now with the money that, you know, guys like Swerve and Ospreay and some others have gotten, that Tony Khan certainly does not mind making obscene offers. So, ooh, we're in deep thoughts here. Owens in deep thought.
Cody and Roman teaming together 2 weeks from tomorrow at Bad Blood. A lot of history.
I have a friend that looks a lot like Kevin Owens. Shout out to Corey. Not that Corey. Corey Graves. A different Corey. Hey, Apollo. Are you? Oh, is this going to be a run back? Are we running this back? Is it going to be Vinci? It's got to be Vinci. It is. Okay. So, are they going to try to pretend that last week never happened? Oh, he doesn't have his little jacket on this time. He is a very smooth-skinned man, isn't he? A younger and better-looking Adam Pearce. I'm hotter than both of them, so F off, Michael Cole. Giovanni Vinci and Adam Pearce, they wish they had this. Like this video if you agree. Several $1,000 ring attire. I didn't get my panties off. So now he came out without his clothes. So he's ready. Giovanni Vinci. I insist on saying his name that way. I like the sideways, the little mini graphics down there. The graphics look good. All the match graphics look good on the new SmackDown. Yeah, Leon Gore, I mean, Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, that's fine. If they did that, I'm not going to pitch a fit. I'll be in Vegas for that. But that would be 3 straight. And technically 4 matches and 3 WrestleManias that the two men had, if you count the night 1 with the tag. I feel like what they set up the night after WrestleMania with Rock shaking Cody's hand and giving him whatever the fuck that was very much like Rock and Cena's moment after WrestleMania 27. I think they were kind of setting up the WrestleMania match. Unless, so the ref, so he continues to slam out. That's 3 in a row. I feel like the ref's going to stop the match. We have Apollo Crews here. Got an injured knee here in this match. No way. Again. Beat him again. Well, shout out to WrestleVotes who tweeted out today that they're going to double down on this, and they did. Like, these are the type of booking decisions I can't waste my time getting mad about or thinking are wrong, because I don't give a shit if Vinci becomes a star or not. Like, I just don't care. So, like, I just don't care. But now he's attacking Apollo Crews. It is funny that, you know, he is in the ring with Apollo, considering Vinci is a bald-headed Jack guy getting in the ring with a bigger bald-headed Jack guy who's, for some reason, supposed to be the underdog and has now beaten Vinci twice. I'm like, if you ask me, Apollo Crews is better than Vinci, so I don't know why this is a weird decision. 0 for 2 there, Vinci. Kevin is doing a lot of thinking tonight. Is now the time, Kev? Okay, he's going to go out to the ring and talk about, cool, top of the hour segment here. Maybe Cody made it back. I mean, they're not trying to pass that bullshit off as it was happening in real time, right? So I would hope that WWE's not going to pretend that Cody's not here because he's been in Georgia filming that bullshit. He's back now. That shit was filmed at night, so that was yesterday. So Cody should be here. Cody should be coming out to get in Owen's face, I would think. Nick, how long would it take me to beat Vinci? There probably wouldn't be an accurate stat because what would happen is during instructions, Vinci would just give up. So it'd kind of be like 0 minutes, 0 seconds, victory for Greg type of thing. No, I doubt Vinci has backstage heat. I think WWE thinks this somehow is going to do him good, but yeah, make it a running joke where Kevin just keeps putting off poor Byron. He gets shit on so hard. Oh, yeah. Well, Nick, I mean, maybe this is going to be where KO turns heel because it is going to be a top of the hour segment, and that's where important shit happens. I wouldn't think that Cody would miss the show tonight because he was busy filming that shit in Georgia, but it was across the country, and they are in Sacramento. But I have a feeling Cody is on SmackDown tonight. So he'll probably come out, and maybe we get a heel turn. It's funny seeing a Corona commercial because last night at work we decided just to take Corona off our beer menu. We've got Calidad instead, which is good.
You deserve Cottonelle Ultra Clean and flushable wipes. Together, Cottonelle Ripples clean even better, so you feel clean as a... You got the right to a better wipe.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Juliet. So that match with Javon Evans, that's the November 8th. That's the, is that the CW debut? I did see that. For some reason, I thought it was next week on NXT. So, no, that's coming up. That must be on the CW move. Yeah, I don't even know why they broke up Vinci from Ludwig. I would have kept the whole deal together, but whatever. Yeah, not really. When it comes just to beers like that, probably Pacifico sells better than Corona. And I like this Calidad lager that we have. Comes in a can, like an orange can. It's good. Just like a Corona. Easy to drink. Less than 5% alcohol. Pilsner-ish. Oh, see, now they're using their version of Saturday Night's main event's theme, which either one works for me. Obsession, by Andy Motion was really good back in the day, but when they created their own theme, I also liked that one. So I'm fine with, as long as they use one of those two, I'm fine with it. Wow. I remember. What year did he say? 89 or 88? I'm trying to remember that one. Savage versus Andre. In 88? Michael Cole, I'm not sure, man. I gotta look up the results of that. I don't remember that match. I remember DiBiase and Savage in '88. No, there probably was one now that I think about it. Probably in the summer or something. Shit. I really hope that he's not going to be interrupted here by A-Town Down or whatever. I like Owen's pink shoes. Yeah, Kevin Owens could definitely have a hand in the Bad Blood match. What do you got to say, Owens?
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Now, obviously, Byron asking me twice in the span of 10 minutes makes it pretty obvious, but I'm already aware that a lot of people are wondering what I think about this situation with...
Yeah, Owens, I'm definitely wondering what you think.
What Cody agreeing to team with Roman, how that makes me feel after everything that's happened over the last several years. And you know, I gotta be honest. Well, I guess we're not gonna find out how Kevin really feels because.
And here comes the Bloodline. Is Solo? Oh yeah, Solo's coming out. No, Solo's not there. Oh, they're gonna let Tama and his yeah, that weird shit that he does. What is wrong with this guy? Remember when years ago, Tama Tonga used to talk shit to Roman Reigns? They had a little beef going back and forth between WWE and New Japan. Oh, he's the right-hand man. Everybody's got a little nickname. Guess Tongaloa doesn't get a nickname. It's not fair. So did Tama Tonga stick his finger in too long in an electrical socket when he was a kid? Is that what's happening?
You're gonna get what you got coming by orders of the real Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa.
Okay, so it was late '88. All right, Savage was champ defending against Andre. Okay. Why do I not remember that?
We all know how this is gonna end, so why don't you just get up here and let me punch in your stupid face? Well, you guys are credit, but I'm not sure how smart this is.
Oh wait, I think I do remember that. I think Jake Roberts did a run-in in that. I might remember that now. I remember a match where Jake Roberts came and helped Savage out on a Saturday Night's Main Event. That was it. And I remember I was watching it with my cousins, which was during Thanksgiving time, which definitely would have been that one. So I do remember. I knew it. A-Town is coming out, not Cody. Oh no, it's DIY. I thought it was A-Town. I'm like, why is A-Town down helping him out? Their song is not good, huh? And so the Bloodline attack Owens. DIY's trying to make the save here. Shatter Machine.
Longtime friends of Kevin Owens watching the prize fighters back. Well, the bloodline been raising hell since they showed up here tonight.
And here comes Aldis. All right, so Aldis is going to make some sort of a match here. Impromptu match after the commercial. 6-man. Okay, so we didn't get Cody. What's the damn main event tonight? He's getting deja vu. Have you ever had Vuja Day? It's that really weird feeling where none of this has ever happened before.
There's 3 of you here tonight, and by my calculation, there's 3 of you. So Sacramento, I wonder if you can see where I'm going with this.
I think Sacramento can piece together the rest of this mystery, Nick Aldis. They just might be smart enough. Oh, there's our main event. I was like, what the hell's a main event? And then Aldis is like, your main event's a 6-man tag. I thought it was going to be impromptu, taking place right after the break, but it's going to be a main event instead. The Smackdown song has a lot of bass.
If they pin us, and that's what's going to happen. So, you need to pin Nia or Tiffany so we can get that title opportunity. You know I've been waiting for that since SummerSlam.
But I've been waiting for it too. This is so stupid. If I was Bailey, I'm like, girl, you walked out on the company. You get no title shot. You get behind me. I'm going to get it first. And whatever I don't accomplish, you can clean up the scraps. But you walked out, so fuck you. And Naomi, can you put some more glitter on?
When I win, I'm gonna throw a party, and you'll be the first on the list, all right?
Okay. We'll talk about title opportunities over a beverage. Bailey is the best. I can see why you like her, Barry. I definitely like Bailey for her personality. She's very awesome. And I like that she kind of at least appears, I don't know her personal life, it appears that she's single and just enjoys living her life by herself. I think that's awesome. I have mad respect for that.
86 rating in a return to the WWE 2K franchise. Get the Global Superstars pack. The biggest WWE
Unless she's got a husband that I'm unaware of, or a boyfriend. All right, so this is now, I don't think it was originally a tornado tag last week, but now it is, which makes me think that the only reason they changed it to a tornado tag is because they had a finish in mind that would only work if it was a tornado tag. So that's my guess, my educated guess as to why they changed that. Yes, Barry, I know. That's why you like all that personality. That's the number one attraction, right?
Plus, Drew, the only way this ends is in Hell in the Cell. With their
Hey, they showed a clip of a red cell.
Drew McIntyre responds on Raw, Monday, 8/7 Central, only on
I feel like Triple H is going to turn it back red just to troll us.
Asma doesn't want you to be.
If I don't get what I want, I'm gonna send a tweet.
And Asma says you
Me and my friend Mark are gonna stop watching. I've said it so many times. As much as I love Triple H, that he's in charge now, and just things feel like they're just much more better. He always has kind of been shitty to the fans in previous years. I always think like fan behavior always annoyed him, and he got some sort of perverse enjoyment out of disappointing us. But I don't feel like he has that mentality now because there's too much on the line. He can't think that petty. He has a big job, and it's going to be performance driven, you know, meaning if WWE ever shits the bed and starts going downhill, the first person that's going to be held accountable is going to be him. So there's no benefit to being that way anymore, but he definitely was like that at times. I think he really liked seeing the fans mad about, you know, whatever stupid booking decisions WWE was making at the time. Made him happy.
It's a choice to take a swing, to taste all life has to offer.
It felt like for a few years there, like we were, as fans, we were really looked down on by WWE, you know? In their minds, we're always going to tune in every week so they can feed us whatever bullshit they want. And that wasn't really that true because they did suffer a lot in ratings and attendance. Used to be WWE with all the empty hard cams, remember? It wasn't that long ago. So they were so arrogant that they literally enjoyed feeding the fans bullshit and then watching them come back for more. And now it just feels like that mentality isn't that malicious, you know? Like they actually want to put on a good product. They want fans to be happy. They want to do big numbers, which is the way they always should have been feeling.
Yeah, that sounds right. The sad sandwich I packed is definitely
It's too loud. This commercial's too loud.
You're staying there too. This fancy lady is sipping on local craft beer.
It was a perversion. I swear it made Triple H hard, rock hard to piss the fans off. Loved it. And you could hear it in his voice, in his promos. He was letting out that frustration, that anger that he would see when he would just see idiotic behavior, what he perceived as idiotic behavior from angry fans, you know, and then he just lumps them all into one, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of dipshit fans out there, a lot, but there's also a lot of fans who have fair criticisms, you know, and it's a matter of distinguishing the two. And I think he lumped everyone in as just being, you know, asshole crybabies, and that wasn't true. And I think WWE kind of looked at all fans the same, and, you know, we're not. There are some that are, you know, very, very much want the best for the business and the companies and the wrestlers and whatnot. And there's a bunch of others that are complete ass bags and hateful shitheads. It's like, but there really are, you know, some fans out there who, when they're disappointed, they're not, you know, doing it for attention. They're like legitimately disappointed that they feel the business should be doing better than it is. And they didn't care. They didn't care at all. And now they care. It's great. Who's this? King Callum Walsh? Undefeated professional boxer. Okay. Oh, this was today? He wins today? And he's there in Sacramento? He was in Dublin today in a boxing match, which he won. And he's now in the front row of SmackDown the same day? Did he take the Concorde? I feel like that's a long-ass flight. From Dublin to Sacramento. Jesus Christ. Morgan and Morgan. Oh, he was on Raw. Okay. I started rewinding that. I'm like, I was looking at it through my peripheral. That was a video of him on Raw. He's not there. I was like, I have to have that wrong. So I rewound it. And that was a clip of him on Raw from earlier in the year, not right now. Okay. I don't know why they even bothered showing that. Because when you're only partially watching it and you're interacting with the chat and you're distracted, they made me think that was important. Okay, I have not really taken the time to listen to this Naomi theme before. How long is this the one she's been using since she came back? Here's what I like about it. It's got energy. This is how I feel like the SmackDown song should be. Maybe not sounding exactly like this, but something in this way. There's things going on in the song. Things are happening. Musical things are happening. But that Nikki the Stallion song or whatever the fuck it is, just a lot of just emptiness, a lot of bass, a lot of not much of anything happening. That's right. This is Bailey is from there, I think. She lives up there. Maybe San Francisco, but I know she's northern. I know she's NorCal. She's a NorCal gal. And I'm a SoCal pal. Hey, help her! That's hilarious. Who watched that? Bailey struggled to get her jacket off. Naomi doesn't see it, and she goes, "Help me!" And Naomi pulled it off. Oh, that was worth watching the show just for that. All right, so this is tornado rules here, so everybody can be in there. The only way to survive this match is to run in a field and find an abandoned barn with Helen Hunt and tie yourself to some drain pipes in the ground. You might have a shot. I mean, so what happens here, guys? I mean, the end game here is going to be Tiffy taking the title from Nia Jax at some point. Double bulldog to Nia Jax into the second turnbuckle is a good move in theory, but it didn't look great. Oh, Naomi, what's she going for? Oh! Nia taking some bumps. Uh-oh. You can't both pin her. San Jose, that's right. I knew it was up there. In California terms, 3 hours away is pretty close. The state's a big one. It's very long. I mean, if you put California on the East Coast, it would be South Georgia to upstate New York, maybe more. Oh my God. Yeah, but my thought on that, you know, with the Tiffy thing is like they're both heels. If that happens, will that essentially, you know, turn Nia face? Are they gonna do that? Or will it be Tiffany turning face after, you know, the abuse from Nia Jax? But Tiffany, I don't think she needs to be being a face. She's way too good as a heel, being that annoying idiot character that she has. I like that. And if she tried to be a babyface, I'm not sure how fun that would be. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, I'm watching this picture in picture, and I don't know what that move by Naomi was, but it was shit. Bailey is really legitly the only one in this match I truly like. Although I should say, no, I like them all. I definitely do like Nia Jax in the second run.
Depression is a journey. I'd made some progress on my antidepressant, but I was still masking my symptoms. So I talked to my doctor. She told me I could build on my meds without changing my antidepressant.
With Sept, when added to an antidepressant, significantly reduced depression symptoms, more than an antidepressant alone.
And less depression, that's a win.
Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis.
Garrett Osborne, that is true. Macho was the first ever undisputed. It's the first time I ever heard that. because shit got disputed for a while there when Hogan lost to Andre with the twin referees, and then he tried to give it to DiBiase. That screwed everything up. I'm surprised they didn't redo a Undisputed again, because they didn't keep the Undisputed name attached to the title. You were just the WWE champion, but it would go through a similar thing in 91 when Taker beat Hogan, and then they did the Tuesday in Texas and Hogan won the belt back, but there was so much bullshit. Tunney just held up the title and vacated it. So I feel like when Ric Flair won the Royal Rumble, he should have been also the Undisputed WWE champion, because by then there's no more disputing it. I'll be right back in a second. All right, I'm back. Thanks for that, guys. I heard Elizabeth walking around in the hallway out there. I wanted to say goodbye to her because she leaves for her casino manager job here in just a little bit. Elizabeth works 4 days a week from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. that is her life. But it's only 4 days a week, and she gets 3 days off, so... Oh. Does Nia Jax reply to a lot of people on Twitter? I might be blocked. I can't remember. Let me find out. Nia Jax, is she under Laline Fellini or whatever her fucking name is? I don't want to look her up right now. I can't find her. Or I don't want to try to find her. Oh, no, she didn't block me. I'm just not following her. I'm going to follow her. Following Nia Jax right now. She has earned a follow from me. Oh, man. What's her name? What's her face just showed up. Suggest to follow. I already forgot her name already. The girl with the muscles and the Sergeant Slaughter girl. Whatever her name is. Macy Estrella. Why can't I remember her WWE name? Twitter wants me to follow her, but I am not. So the friendship overtook there, and they took a bullet for each other. Or Naomi took a bullet for Bayley, I believe. Double backdrop to Nia Jax. I kind of wish she would have gotten a little bit of air on that one. That was a sharp rotation, but if they would have gotten her up a little bit more, oh, that would have been awesome. Jeez. Lacey Evans, that's right. She's going for a now and later. Up, Bayley stopped her. I mean, I feel like the baby faces are going to win here because they're not going to send... I don't think they're going to send Naomi or Bayley to Raw. That would be just too random to happen. Like, wouldn't make sense. Unless they have a specific plan for one of them, and this is the match they're using to do it. But I feel like they're going to set up Nia Jax defending the title. Oh my God. Now, remember what I said earlier. I feel like whatever finish we're going to see here is going to be a finish that you can only do in a tornado tag, which is why the stip got changed to that. So that double pin could have been it. Go Bayley. I do kind of like Bayley's wearing kind of like her original gear. That's what she wore like at the beginning, right? That she had little tassels and stuff. Jeez. What's happening? Double power bomb or single power bomb to Naomi. Are we gonna get a doomsday device or something? No. Wow. Wow, that was kind of like an X Factor, but Naomi came down doing the splits, and now Tiffany hit a swanton on Nia Jax. Look at Michael Cole. He's just chilling back in his chair. That's hilarious. It was a 1D? It was okay. Tiffany took it weird, but... Oh, Samoan drop. Oh, wow. They're both gonna pin her. All right, so that's why... there you go. That's why it was turned into a tornado tag, so they could do that. And now that'll lead to your triple threat, I'm assuming. I mean, they just took a long way to book a triple threat. That's all they're going to do here. Kind of saw this coming when they made it the tornado. Because otherwise, you know, why would you need that to be a tornado tag? You know, it's just, they kind of gave it away. The stip gave the ending away. All right, main event next. Look how quickly SmackDown goes when we have a 2-hour show. Enjoy it while it lasts, boys and girls, because we only got till the end of the year, and this bitch is going to be 3 hours. They're going to have to, even out these rosters a little bit. You know, normally the draft comes after WrestleMania. They're going to have to figure something out for those 4 months, maybe do a couple trades to beef up, you know, that side a bit, or do a, you know, maybe do a, like a supplemental draft or something, like when you have an expansion team, or move the draft up, but you can't really do that when you're right in the middle of WrestleMania build, and you don't want to do it right before when you're starting to set up all your WrestleMania stuff, so you can't really do anything until after WrestleMania. So I feel like Aldis and Pierce are going to have to, in storyline, come up with some sort of a deal where you get some talent over on SmackDown, at least until the draft. And then if both shows are going to be 3 hours now, you can, for the first time, you can do the draft evenly. For the first time ever, Raw and SmackDown will be equal shows. Even when they tried to make them equal, Raw was still 3 hours, SmackDown was still 2. So the shows for the first time in their history, I think, will be, you know, equal shows. And that's crazy. There might be one regret. No, I have no regrets for not having kids, but maybe if I did, I kind of miss out on probably some pretty awesome animated movies that I have no reason to watch as an adult. But no regrets. No regrets on that one. If you're thinking about having a child, don't. I love Lay's. Know what I buy at the store? I buy, like, I got one up there right now. I buy, like, one of those big, like, 28 packs of, like, Frito-Lay's bags of chips. You know, you got Doritos, Cool Ranch Doritos, barbecue, regular Lay's, Ruffles, you know, Cheetos, all that shit in there. Just put it up there. Little bags, snack on them. Really healthy for a 47-year-old man to be eating. It's going to make me live nice and long. Ryan Nia definitely retaining with a double Samoan drop. I like it. I think when that triple threat match gets booked, which it might get booked as soon as we come back from commercial here, it will be a Nia Jax victory. I want it to be. She needs to have a healthy run. She's doing good. I was never a fan of Nia Jax. I didn't even want her to come back last year. I was horrified when they brought her back. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. But she's been used to perfection. 911 B NATO. Oh, I hate bees. Remember a couple years ago when they were saying like bees were endangered and shit? I'm like, good, fuck them. But they're like, no, you don't understand. They're very, very crucial. And I guess now bees are okay again, but for a while there, I was like, I'm not going to miss bees.
I face my PTSD, and I'm a better husband and father because of it. We help warriors get the expert care and support to thrive.
I got involved. I got healthier. I got to be an athlete again.
Oh, are they doing Raw's War Game again? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that, but then again, I'm the wrong guy to ask about video game stuff.
MovieWarriorProject.org/connect. It's hard to explain what this feels like. Moving piles of earth, towing up to 4,000 pounds, cutting millions of blades of grass. Nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Sacramento. Small little downtown area, though. There's no skyscrapers at all. We got a beautiful skyline down here in San Diego, right on the harbor. So nice. Oh, yeah, look at there. They're like telling us to bring signs again. They're trying to bring signs back. I appreciate that from WWE. Like, let's get signs back, man. Look at that bedazzled Tiffy time sign. That looks good. What is this? Chelsea, what are you doing?
Looks like it's time to take the trash out.
You can take my trash out. Why does she have to do? Is this community service?
Totally unfair that I have to fight Nietzsche on our home turf.
She's doing curls with trash bags. I don't understand the context of this. Why this is all taking place around a dumpster and pallets and stuff. Obviously, she's got a match with Michin coming up.
Nietzsche, is that you out here in the dumpster? Nietzsche, I'm coming.
Coming to get you. It's an awful lot of makeup for a construction lady. Or trash lady, whatever she's supposed to be. What was that? Oh. Okay. Oh. Can always count on WWE for making sure you don't miss nothing. Thank you. I don't understand the context of that at all. Michael Cole explains it to me. There's a dumpster match booked in 2 weeks for SmackDown, and that's why Chelsea is training outside of a dumpster. See, now I get it. Part 4, Andrade leads Series 3-2 next Friday. No, Part 6, excuse. Yeah, Part 6. V1 is 6. So that's going to be a Carmelo victory, and we're going to go 7. You're not going to show you're not going to show the series and focus on that unless you're going 7 games. Thank you, Aldous. Please just get to this triple threat. Oh. A match. Okay. Okay. So now they're going to still wait. So next week it's going to be Bayley and Naomi in a match. The winner of that faces Nia Jax, but that's probably going to be bullshit. It'll probably be a DQ or something, and then Aldous will wind up making the triple threat match anyway. So they are taking forever to get to the triple threat stip that I'm assuming we're going to get. So we'll see. And now it's time for the main event. Has never had a pinfall victory over any current member of the Bloodline, Kevin Owens. Well, hopefully Kevin Owens gets that pin tonight. And Kevin Owens and Jacob Fatu in a program would be all kinds of fun. Trashville. Yeah, doesn't it? I think this... Earlier, I thought, oh shit, they're getting attacked back here. Oh, the Bloodline is destroying DIY backstage before the match, leaving Owens by himself. Maybe Randy Orton and Cody? But yeah, I thought the same thing. DIY and Theory's themes sound awfully alike. Oh, God, he's going to just fight all 3 of them? All right, is this going to work out for you? How's this going to work? Maybe it's going to be Cody and Roman? Anybody going to save him? A-Town down? Randy Orton? Cody? Bueller? Oh, the streets. All right, streeties work. So why did see, this is what's weird. Why didn't Street Profits just come out and make the save then? Like, why go through the DIY thing? If it's just going to be KO and Streets now. That's weird. I think we will. Def Rebel has committed many war crimes against your ears. Yeah, they've done that to all of us. Well, apparently they're on their way out. Hopefully that's the reality, and that's a legit report, because I'm ready for something new. Few months back, I know Brooks Jensen is doing something in NXT. He's got some sort of weird angle that he's doing. But that clip from a few months ago, where he came out at an NXT show to Journey, like Separate Ways. Dun, 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 dun. Like, it was like the perfect sounding wrestling song. I'm like, holy shit, I could see a main eventer of WrestleMania coming out to that shit. Like, that is a song. If I'm walking down to the ring while that song's playing, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And I'm like, that really works. That song really works. So if they're going to like move away from Def Rebel and start using, mainstream artists or ponying up for some music rights, that would be terrific. But either way, I still think you have to have some sort of an in-house band or music department, because not everybody can have a Journey song, You're going to have some form of generic shit or some stuff that you can put together on the fly. You know, AEW's got that Ruckus, who's terrific. He's awesome. AEW has great theme music. I think AEW does better than WCW did in theme music. They can compete with WWE on that. I still think WWE has like superior music, but not by much. Where during the WCW days, no matter how badly WCW was kicking WWE's ass, I always thought that their theme music was 1,000 times better. And AEW has solid themes for a lot of their talent, and that really helps them. So WWE moving forward away from Def Rebel, I hope that they can take a turn for the better in their theme music. Did Jim Johnson ever have a protege? Did he have a son that he taught all of his knowledge to? Can we get Jim Johnson Jr. up in here? WCW had American Made, yeah, and it sucked.
At National, you can skip the counter and choose any car in the aisle. Even manage your rental right from the app. So you can get some
Oh, okay. Thanks, Ryan. I missed that last week. I did not even see Vicky Guerrero. I thought Vicky Guerrero was only in the crowd. I didn't even see any of that shit last week. I wasn't home, so I watched the Cliff Notes version of SmackDown and missed that whole thing. So that probably sounded pretty weird in the podcast last week when I wasn't aware of that. But I didn't know Vicky had something to do with that. Okay. Let's keep her off TV. Hopefully that was a one-off. Yeah, we get Jey Uso and Braun Breaker on Monday, guys. I mean, I'm assuming, too, it's going to be co-branded, you know, which means... There we go. So what was the point of the DIY then? Like, why did they even run out earlier? Hmm. I thought Montez would have been long into his singles run by now. You know who Dawkins kind of... I don't know the actor's name. He kind of reminds me of... he was in a bunch of movies, but he was in The Departed. He was like the black cadet that trained with Leonardo, and he kind of showed up at the end and got killed. He was one of the three sons of Jim Carrey and Me, Myself, and Irene. He's kind of got a funny voice. That's who Dawkins reminds me of. I don't know that actor's name, but I've always liked him. Jesus. A lot of OTC chants. I'm surprised. I thought at least the champ Cody would be on the show. Maybe he comes out here at the end. He probably does. I feel like Roman is probably a no, but Cody's the champ. He should be here. Vicky, why don't I like Vicky? She's a piece of shit. Some of her family drama is off-putting. Just put it that way. Tama, you're kind of annoying. Oh, man, Jacob. Jesus. Jesus, Jacob. That is true. If Jacob were to become WWE champion, you can't exactly send him to Kimmel. He might eat the guests, which would be awesome, actually. I love Dawkins. He's so good. He's like, oh, hell no, I ain't gonna beat Tucker. Oh. Jeez. No, Max, I didn't. Did I miss one? Oh, yeah, I saw that. Oh, Cody should have said, screw you and your Ula father right there at the 50-yard line. That would have been awesome. Jeez. So, is Ryan Reynolds just the spokesperson for everything? And he likes the phones, doesn't he? I thought he's already did another one. Now he's on this one. I can't keep track of that fella. Cody needed Ricky tonight. He did. Ricky from last week. Subway's still hanging in there, aren't they? Am I blocked from Vicky? No, I don't think I'm blocked from Vicky. I don't think I'm following Vicky. I don't even think I've looked at Vicky's social media ever. So, I wouldn't know. Corona on the Beach commercial is going to have to change into Christmas, wintertime, car in the driveway with the bow on it commercials. Pantene. Oh yeah, Aviation Gin. I don't carry that, but we do carry Terramana. Tequila.
This championship is only for me. Plus, Drew, the only way this ends.
Okay, this is the second time they've shown this red Hell in the Cell. My stream is buffering. Let's give it a refresh. There we go.
The bloodline arrived to the arena. Chaos ensued because last week, with the arrival of Roman Reigns, the bloodline was humiliated. They were embarrassed, especially Jacob Fatu. If you remember the image of him standing on top of the cage, looking to deliver a big splash when Roman Reigns came out and ruined the moment, and then the embarrassment of Fatu having to pay
I mean, at some point you're going to have to get Jacob and Roman. It just depends on when WWE internally plans to do this. I mean, there's an extremely high likelihood, unless he faces Cody Rhodes instead, that Roman will be in the Royal Rumble. And I have a feeling it might be Roman Reigns and The Rock is the final two. And The Rock eliminates him. I'm really excited to see how far Jacob Fatu will go, you know? Will he succeed where Umaga failed? Because for a little while there, I thought Umaga was going to be the real deal, son. I'd love to have him back, a healthy, drug-free Umaga. Oh, my God. Fatu posts himself. God. Yeah, I really thought we'd be a solid year into his singles run by now. Still hasn't happened yet. The ridiculous height he gets on that standing moonsault is just... What the hell? Did we get a Montez and Ricochet match before Ricochet bounced? Does that match exist somewhere? Oh, no, he's running. I mean, they took the time to put that stat about Kevin Owens not holding a victory over a Bloodline member, or a current Bloodline member. So I feel like that he might get that victory here. Just pin Tonga low or something. Yeah, Hammerstone now in NXT kind of with that crossover, so it's crazy. Business is crazy. TNA working with both AEW and WWE in the last just couple years. Here comes the Swanton maybe to Tama Tonga here. We got 7 minutes left. I don't think this is the finish. Unless there's a big post-match angle. Nope. Jacob breaks it up. Big. This is going to be Kevin Owens' reverse superplex thing that he always does. It's got to be. It's always set up the same way. I would not attempt to superplex Kevin Owens ever because I know what he might do to me to reverse it. And this is one of the sickest looking moves if he does what I think he's going to do here. There he goes. That fisherman deal. Yeah. That thing, every time he does that, it just blows my mind. This is awesome. Chants are going here. Another stunner to Tama Tonga. Good sell on it. Well, his feet are under the rope. Come on. Well, that was Kevin Owens' own fault on the. Oh, now we're gonna get a DQ. You can get DQ'd for throwing him into the steps. All right, so that whole thing just ended in a disqualification there with 5 minutes left. So we'll see who's coming out. Probably Cody. Now, I feel like Cody should come out here and make the save, and then Owens turns on him to close the show. I mean, there's 4 minutes left. DIY will probably come out. I don't think Roman and somebody. I think somebody's got to come out. All right, they're going to try to triple power bomb Owens here into the table. Yeah, it felt like I guess the referee just lost control, but just felt like the steel step spot was a bit light to cause a DQ. Feels like those steps get ran into in every show and every match. Well, maybe the bloodline will stand tall here to close the show because we're running out of time. We could get an overrun. There was an overrun last week. All right, now they're going to give this one another shot. This will be making Owens even madder. You know, Cody and Roman weren't here. Oh, here comes DIY. Cody and Roman weren't here. I was fighting your battle for you. You guys were off, you know, hanging out in Georgia together. Owens is trying to fight back. I mean, I'm going to be surprised if it's a full 4-minute post-match beatdown and the show goes off the air. I feel like if Cody was there, he'd be out here by now. There we go. Finally, Cody. I was about to say, you're on the show, right? I don't know why you wouldn't be here. Took you long enough. He's probably tying his shoelaces. Oh. Oh, no. Cody and Jacob. Cutter to Jacob. Wow, Cody cutter to Jacob. And Owens has the chair, does he? Does Owens have the chair? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Here's your chance, Owens. Blast him. I feel like you can hit him right here. Look out, Cody. Don't keep your back turned, you dumbass. Look out. Is it going to happen or no? Nope. Cody sees him. Threw the chair down. Shake his hand. Ooh. No? All right. Handshake. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look at the executive producer credit. Oh, look out. Look out, Cody. It can still happen. They could trick us with the watermark like they did CM Punk. Nope. Oh, the show is legitimately over. Okay. Right on. Well, rare Friday night SmackDown watch along. I did this stream tonight because I had a last-minute Friday night off, and I found out that I have got to cancel Sunday's live watch-along, classic watch-along, because I ended up having to work. So I kind of did this to make up for it. But join us tomorrow. We'll be back at regular Winged Eagle time again tomorrow. It's possible it could be 30 minutes early, but I believe I'm going to schedule it for normal time, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. We're going to be here to talk about a lot. We'll talk about tonight's SmackDown. We'll talk about Bad Blood. We'll talk about a lot of the free agent news, Lucha Brothers coming in, Miro wanting out, SmackDown moving to 3 hours at the beginning of the year, more Vince McMahon, Janelle Grant stuff, more AEW Warner Brothers Discovery stuff. Dynamite was kind of shit on Wednesday, so we're probably not going to talk too much about that tomorrow, but we will preview Grand Slam, which is coming up. And yeah, and then Rampage is on next. We could do a Rampage live stream, but no, I got to get out of here. It's a good idea, though. Yachiro, good to see you. Chiming in at the very end. And thanks, Angie, and everybody else for being here tonight. Anytime I'm off on a Friday night and I got nothing else to do, we'll come up here and do a stream for SmackDown. But I will be catching y'all tomorrow, and then we will be back here again on Monday night, and we'll do a nice, fun Raw watch along on Monday. So I will catch y'all tomorrow for the Wingy. Keep a lookout for that link. I'll put up a thumbnail and a link here in just a little bit tonight. And we'll be here for a long one tomorrow. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for joining us, and I'll talk to you soon.